Hello and welcome to week 12. So I again enjoy reading your journal entries each week, and I was especially interested to read your thoughts on reflective teaching from last week. And so it was really interesting because you brought up so many points that I actually had not considered, which is why I love doing those journal entries. And what I hope that you have discovered as we've gone throughout this course is that each week, when you're able to kind of pull those nuggets that you really agree with, you're already refining your educational philosophy. So this week we're moving on to a theorist, David Kolb. And so you may have heard of him before, but basically he has two main things that he's known for. So experiential learning is one of them, and learning styles is another one. And so I think that you're going to find that he is kind of a good combination of a lot of the theorists that we've talked about so far. But you're going to find that he doesn't really fall into one camp. Just like the textbook indicated, he kind of combined the behaviorist and the cognitive approach, which we don't see all that often. So when you go into Blackboard this week, there's going to be several different resources for you. So here is a great quote from him that I thought might be a great way to kind of jumpstart the information on him. Because he really, again, with experiential learning, it was about actually not just doing it, but the feedback that you receive from it, whether it is intrinsic or extrinsic feedback. So here's kind of a graphic that I found to explain it. And so you kind of see that it does go around as though it's a cycle, but it's really interesting when you read kind of analyst of his theory that some people actually don't think that it is a cycle. So I'll be interested to see from your readings and your research whether or not you do think that this is kind of a cyclical approach or if it's not. So basically what he's saying is that you have to do something so you can reflect on it and then start to analyze why something happened and then apply that knowledge so that you can act again. So again, it really is pulling in that reflection piece that we had last week, but it takes it kind of a step further. So here is a reading that he actually wrote. So hopefully, as I said, I love primary sources. And here's the PowerPoint about him. And then this is actually, there's a million different learning style inventories out there attributed to him. But so here's just one of them. But if you notice, I am giving you an opportunity for some extra credit this week. So make sure that you spend some time doing that. Here is an interview that I found. It is lengthy again. I apologize for that. But again, I'm not expecting that you actually watch all of these in their entirety each week. But I do want to give you those resources, especially if you find, even in another class, that you need to get more in depth on some of these theorists that we've studied, and at least you have the resources for them. And here's a quick little video kind of explaining his learning styles. So I'm really interested, especially to see about your learning style inventory, to see how it comes out, if you agree with it, what could you learn about yourself and yourself as a teacher from doing one of his inventories. And then as always, you have your journal. So don't forget that this week, your book review is due, so make sure that that's in by midnight on Sunday. And next week, you're going to find that it is kind of a catch your breath week. So there will be no additional readings or assignments next week. So once you get through with your journal and your book review this week, you can kind of enjoy a little bit of time where there's no additional work. Hopefully you're still working on your final paper. And then we only have 2 theorists left to go before we're actually done with this semester. So enjoy learning about Kolb. I will enjoy reading your book reviews and your thoughts on his theory, and I will see you when we get to our next theorist.